Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my video. Okay, so today what we're doing is I'm giving you guys a I guess this is a 1 year review of this mini hydraulic 12-volt car jack. It's a 5-ton car jack that I bought from eBay, but they sell on Amazon too for like $100 or something like that. Anyway, I had some use on this. I did a previous video on this where I did a review of it, initial review, as far as just showing off what it can do and stuff like that. But so you guys can tell, the casing is plastic, obviously. Casing is plastic. This is metal. This is metal. The jack part of it is metal. There is an air compressor in here. The air compressor works well. I have no complaints about the air compressor. The plastic doors fell off immediately. They were plastic doors, and they had plastic hinges, and they fell off immediately, which sucked. But let me see. The third time I used it, this pretty much I was jacking up a car, a Nissan, and it got stuck. It wouldn't lower. I mean, it jacked it up okay. It wouldn't lower. So what I did was I unplugged it for maybe like 10 minutes because I thought maybe it was broken. But I ended up plugging back in, and it lowered. It lowered. So I was like, maybe it's one of these safety things. It does have a safety valve that I never used. So I don't know what that's used for. Maybe safely lowering it, but I never used that. So basically, this right here goes real high. It goes real high. You can unscrew it, and it just goes high. If you have a higher SUV or the truck that you're using, there is a light up front. I mean, all this stuff I really didn't need, but it came with it. I never actually used the light. I did use the air compressor. Let's just say I use this sporadically, and at certain times, this thing would it would get stuck when it's lifting. It'll lift up to a point, and it'll get stuck. And then what I would do is I would unplug it, and then I'd be able to lower it again. As you guys can see, there's switches. This is for the air compressor switch. This is for the light. This is for the up and down as far as the jack is concerned. But I'll tell you guys this. It got stuck on me a couple of times, and this is one of these things that occur a lot with this jack. I will say that it's stable. As far as the stability is concerned, I probably prefer this over the scissor jack as far as the stability. But as far as everything else, I've had these jacks. If you guys watch any of my videos, I've done reviews on these jacks. I've done videos on these jacks for maybe like the last 4 years that I've used these jacks, and all in all, the scissor jacks were decent. They worked out pretty good. I never actually had an issue where it got stuck and I wasn't able to lower it. I mean, maybe like once with one of the scissor jacks, but all in all, they were pretty good, pretty decent. I mean, they all eventually ended up breaking down on me, because I actually used it quite often on the job, pretty much. And this right here, this right here ended up actually jacking all the way, and it wouldn't jack back down. It wouldn't compress back down, so I did what I usually did was I took the cables off, popped it back on again, and it just stopped working on me. The air compressor still works, the light still works, but the jack itself, it doesn't work at all. So this is pretty much junk at this point. When I didn't use this all that much. I guess I used it more often than anybody who would just, use it once or twice a year, changing a tire or something like that. But I didn't use it on that much, and I was a little bit. I was kind of disappointed, actually. I want to like this thing a lot. It's compact. When it did work, it worked tremendously well. When it did work, as you guys can see, this is a non-branded hydraulic jack. So I don't know, all these jacks, to me, they kind of look the same. If you go on eBay and Amazon and try to buy one of these, they all kind of have the same look to it. I've actually read reviews on Amazon where, the reviews were not, the reviews that were bad pretty much stated the same issues that I had with the jack, where it wouldn't, it would get stuck. Like, you probably don't want to use one of these as your primary jack. If you guys are buying this, you probably want to use it, you would probably want to have an extra jack around just in case it gets stuck, because if it does get stuck on you, it's, you're gonna have to need a jack to jack it up, so you can take this off and then use that jack it down. Which, I mean, if you think about it, what's the point of doing that? Because normally you'd just be taking up space if you put an extra jack. You have an extra jack around. But sometimes you might want to keep an extra jack around, have an extra jack that came with the car, and then just use this as your primary jack or whatever. I don't know. But all in all, if I had to give a review on this, I like the design. It worked great when it did work, but then when it didn't work, it was really a pain in the butt when it didn't work. So I'm not quite sure. No, I don't want to say I'm not quite sure what to make of this. As far as this is concerned, I was all in all disappointed by the amount of use that I did get out of it. I was kind of disappointed. I was hoping maybe it would last me as long as the scissor jacks, because I'm going to actually, I actually like these 12-volt jacks, and I bought the 12-volt jack again on eBay for $100. So that's probably 1, 2, 3. That's probably gonna be my 4th 12-volt jack. As far as this is concerned, I would give a pass on this. If you're using like once in a while, I would probably just still give a pass on this, because the whole thing with it just jacking it up and then getting stuck, that's really a pain. That's really a pain, especially if you don't have an extra jack around to jack, to hold to jack up the car while you take this off. It's just really not worth it for me. And I'm just saying this just for this jack. This particular jack, this particular brand, which is unbranded. I don't know about any of the other brands as that are kind of more expensive, but to be honest with you, oh, these mosquitoes, huh? Anyway, to be honest with you, I don't know, but I've read the reviews on them, and they seem to have the same issue with the jacks getting stuck at a certain point and then not retracting. So here's the deal on this. If they actually made a jack that was that held up better and not have that problem where it jacked up and won't retract, I would definitely like use this in a heartbeat over the sissy jack. But that problem, that issue, is just really a pain, that so much of a frustrating thing that I can't give this a thumbs up. I'm gonna have to give this a thumbs down. If you guys have to buy a jack, probably should buy the 12-volt scissor jack over this. But I think overall, this is probably more stable than the scissor jack. That's what I'm thinking. It's more stable than the scissor jack. The only problem is they can't make it work right. I mean, if you have a company that makes this work right, it would be my favorite jack out of all the jacks that I've had. So, I mean, I'm not gonna give up on these hydraulic jacks. if and when my other the new scissor jack that I bought from eBay, if that gives out, I'm considering buying not this one in particular, but another version of this. You know, might go on Amazon and read the reviews, and might might try it out again, because I do like the design. I do like the fact it's compact. I do like the fact that it's a mini hydraulic jack. I did like the fact that it actually worked when it did work. I like the light that's on here. I like the air compressor, tire compressor that's on here, the air compressor that's on here, for the tire. But overall, as far as dependability, it's a huge flaw on a jack that's supposed to jack things up and help and ease the whole whatever purpose you're jacking up your car for. So unfortunately, I'm giving this a thumbs down. But if you guys want to check out some other jacks, I actually did provide a link. I do provide links on updates and stuff like that, so check that out. Not the worst thing in the world, but more, the whole issue with jacking up and then stalling. Thumbs down on this, unfortunately. But anyway, if you guys have your own personal experiences on this, let me know. Let me know what your experiences are, and please give me a thumbs up on this video. Please subscribe, and please leave a comment. Alright guys, take care.